All right, so welcome to our I Have My Oils Now What. So we're going to go over this Live Guide, and we're just going to talk about the different essential oils and different products that doTERRA has to offer and how to integrate them into your life. And then I'm going to hop on and show you your back office so that you can see how to place an order if you haven't had a chance to do that and you might be feeling a little bit, confused, like, how do I place my order? How do I set up an LRP? So I'm hoping you guys can see my screen okay. Will somebody shoot me a quick text and let me know if you can see the Live Guide with the beautiful purple flowers on the front? Perfect. Okay. All right, so this is a lifestyle overview guide, and if you would like to access it for yourself later, you can just go to sharesuccess.com/live, and you'll have access to this on your own. But the reason that I like this guide is it just introduces doTERRA as a lifestyle, maybe not just like using oils here and there, but how to integrate this into your life. And I'll tell you that the reason I started using these oils is because I wanted to have, I didn't want to have toxins in my house anymore as much. Like, I realize that's impossible to eliminate completely, but I just wanted to get as green and natural of products possible. And using oils was a really great step in the right direction. Last night just reminded me of why I love having these oils. I have a little boy that struggles with his respiratory system sometimes, and it just needed some extra support or a lot of extra support. We were really struggling. And when I put Breathe on his chest, it was interesting to watch his oxygen levels increase, because I have a little pulse oximeter that I use on him. And it was just amazing to see what these oils do and how they're just amazing. So I absolutely love it. So this guide that we're going to go through is going to walk you through the day and different rooms in the house. So the first page is all about things you can do to start your day out right. So doTERRA has some amazing supplements, or vitamins, if you want to call them vitamins, that I love, that we've been using for the past 5 years since we had our twins. My husband said, I really want to get those supplements because we need extra energy and we're not going to be sleeping much. Let's get on some really good supplements. And so we started taking the Lifelong Vitality that doTERRA has. There's 3 pieces to it. There's your E-Omega, which is your fish oil, which is so important for, healthy, your heart function, your brain function, immune support, your joints, everything. It's so important to have good amount of E-Omega in your diet. And most of us are very deficient. And so this is a really great way to get some good supplementation, and it's going to be helpful for you. They also have a whole food-based vitamin and mineral, super easy to absorb, incredible. And then they also have something called Alpha CRS, which is your cellular health blend, has a high level of antioxidants and anti-inflammatories in there. And people will tell me all the time, I just feel better when I take this. And they absolutely love it. So you'll notice that there are some fun little recipes that they have laced throughout the guide. And, again, you can access this at sharesuccess.com/live, and then you can look at these recipes later. They also have a really good food enzymes called TerraZyme. And I like it because it just helps your body to break down foods. And a lot of us are having a lot of issues digesting food, and it causes a lot of stomach discomfort, things like that. And this TerraZyme is really beneficial for that. My husband is a huge fan of their Terra Greens. He literally just makes a little shot glass of it and takes some every single morning just so that he gets a good amount of fruits and vegetables in his diet every day. Or you can add it to your smoothies. They have a lot of products that are designed to support weight management and exercising. So there are products that help you to have a good metabolism, regulated metabolism. They have meal replacement shakes. They have the Slim and Sassy Trim Sit Shake. And then they have products that are designed to help increase energy. So Mito 2 Max is a supplement designed just to help increase energy. They have products that are really good for sore muscles as well. So Deep Blue is one of my favorite things. 2 nights ago, I slept with my son in a twin size bed, and my back was killing me the next day. And so I had my husband put some just right on my back. It was amazing how quickly I was like, oh my goodness, my back feels better, like instantly. And I honestly forgot about it, that it had even been bothering me. And I remember later that night thinking, wow, I love these oils. And I've been using them for 8 years. So I still have those moments where I'm like, oh my goodness. Breathe oil, really good to help oxygenate your blood, and which is perfect for when you're exercising. So then they have the page just on morning routine. Balance oil, best way ever to start your day. It's an oil designed just to help ground and relax and calm you. And I know that I sure need to start my day that way. So it's a really good thing to start with. I'll just put a little bit on my back of my neck, rub some on my chest. They have an On Guard toothpaste. We love the toothpaste in our house. The Virage facial kit, incredible skincare line. It's plant-based, very natural, and it's effective. That's the best part. And then they have shampoo and conditioner, and we use that religiously in our house as well. They have some fun little recipes for mouthwash and a bathroom freshener. The bathroom freshener kind of does something similar to Poopery, if you guys have ever seen that fun commercial. They also have an entire set of oils dedicated to helping you with your emotional well-being. So I'm going to actually make this page a little bit bigger so that you can see this wheel a little bit better. But you'll notice that there are a bunch of negative emotions listed on this wheel. So I want all of you guys to look at this and pick an emotion that you want to ditch. I'll share mine with you. I am always worried, fearful, anxious, insecure. That's me. Always really worried. I was really mostly worried. I'm worried about people liking me. I'm worried about something bad happening. I'm worried that I'm going to worry about something bad happening. So the way this works is, okay, so let's say that I'm feeling fearful and worried. You would want to use the oil to the right or to the left of that section. So Peace Oil is their reassuring blend, and it supports feelings of reassurance, composure, and just feeling peaceful. And I love it. In fact, when they released this line of oils, I smelled all of them and I was like, oh, these are cool. These are cool. And I got to the Peace and I was like, I love this. Does this come in bulk? And interestingly enough, there are some days where Motivate is an oil that I really like the smell of. Make sure you guys can see it perfect. Okay. So Motivate's an oil that I like the smell of. And then also like, you know what? I have been feeling gloomy or discouraged. So Motivate will really speak to me one day where I'm like, oh, I just love how this smells. And you can put these in your diffuser, or you can even use them topically. And doTERRA has them in the little 5 milliliter bottles pictured, but they also have them pre-diluted in the touch oils. So they're in a roller bottle. So I have the touch oils in my diaper bag, which I always have my diaper bag with me. And then I have these in my house so I can throw them in my diffuser. So let's say that you're feeling bitter. You could either try Passion or Forgive. So you just look to the oil to the right or the left of the emotion, and it gives you an idea of an oil that you could try. So I love their emotions oils. They're incredible. Now they have a lot of products designated and designed just for kids, which is incredible. So I remember when, we first started using the Lifelong Vitality, which is the supplement I talked about at the beginning. And I remember thinking, man, I wish I could get this to my kids. Well, they must have heard me thinking that in my head, because they released an A to Z chewable. So this is also really great for those who struggle to swallow a pill. You can chew the vitamin as well. Well, this particular one. You wouldn't want to chew the adult version. You'd want to chew the children version. But it's nice because you can still really get a good vitamin and mineral, and even if you're not able to swallow pills, or for your kids. And then they have IQ Mega, which is their liquid omega-3. So we call the A to Z chewables in our house, we call them Happy Candy. My kids love them. They've got the IQ Mega, which is a really great E-Omega for kids. They've got In Tune, which is a great focus blend, especially right now where this time of year, everyone's going back to school and, people need to have a little bit of extra focus. And then fractionated coconut oil is a great thing to have on hand with kids. They do have something not pictured on here, and that is their PB Assist Junior, which is a probiotic. Gut health influences so much in your body. It affects your brain, it affects your lungs, it affects your immune system. It really has its hand in almost anything in your body, what's going on in your gut. And when you have a good probiotic, it's really helpful. So they have one for kids. It looks like it comes in a little pixie stick thing, and they're really good. I like them. So whenever I hand one to my kids, I'm like, oh, one for them, one for me, because they're really great. So it's the PB Assist Junior, and it can just help with a lot of, just get the immune system going really strong, and it's really great for kids. So they also have a cleanse and a restore kit for adults. So a lot of people like to do a 30-day cleanse, and they've got several products designed to help with that. So they always recommend taking your Lifelong Vitality, and you can drink some lemon in your water. But the main pieces of the cleanse are the Terrazyme, Zendocrine, GX Assist, and PB Assist. So they have outlined what you're doing here. So the first, like all 30 days of the cleanse, they want you doing the Zendocrine and the Terrazyme. Now I'm going to break down what these do. So I always like everyone to think of a really disgusting, nasty bathtub. You are going to take a shower, you're visiting someone's house, you pull back the curtain and you're like, yeah, I'm not hopping into that thing. It's nasty. So if you want to rinse it out, you've got to hope the pipes are draining, because if they're not, you're not going to be getting in because all the junk's going to be swirling around. So same thing in our body. We need our pipes to be draining, and the Terrazyme is the supplement that helps with that. Just helps our body to digest and release the just junk that's in our body. The Zendocrine is like the pre-wash. So I like to think about it as, this is your Drano. Going to clean out the pipes, and don't worry, you're not going to have diarrhea. You're going to be able to leave your bathroom, and you may not even notice anything different. It's just getting the toxins out of your body through the proper channels of elimination. Because what you don't want is, if you're starting to get a lot of rashes or coughs, that can be a telltale sign that you've got a lot of junk in your body, and your body is having a hard time getting rid of it the right way. And so it's coming out of your skin. It's a cough, those, your lungs and your skin are a secondary source of elimination. So we want to make sure that everything can come out the way it should. We don't want you having rashes. So Terrazyme is great. Zendocrine is going to be what is like that, gets the just junk and gets it flushed out. So you're going to do this the full 30 days of your cleanse. So now the second 10 days of your cleanse, so days 10 through 20, you would want to do GX Assist, which is like, I call it your scrubbing bubbles. That's going to be getting the soap, the scum, the junk out of your...
It's just the tangerine.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm going to mute everybody. If you hop on and wouldn't mind muting yourself, that would be really great. So anyway, I really like to use the GX Assist just to kind of scrub and get everything really clean. And then that last 10 days, so you do the GX Assist just for 10 days. And then the last 10 days, what you want to do is do the PB Assist. So that's a really good probiotic. And what I like about it is it just adds the good bacteria back into your system. Now, PB Assist, like if you feel like you need a really good probiotic, more than just that 10 days, you can totally add that in. Sometimes I take a probiotic very regularly just because I know it's going in and really helping my body just be healthier. So you can also clean with the oils, and we have not had a store-bought cleaner in our home in probably 7 years. So I kept finding my oldest daughter getting into my cleanser that I cleaned the bathtub with. And I was like, oh no, we're not doing this anymore, because it's toxic and it's nasty. And then the other thing is I always had to open up, the bathroom window anytime I would clean the bathrooms. And I'm like, the lungs on fire and you're, this is really strong stuff that I'm cleaning with. And I just got to thinking, this like really can't be good for me. Like, sure, it's killing the germs in the bathtub, but I feel like it's also killing my body. And doTERRA has done some incredible studies with essential oils and their ability to kill germs and just get rid of the junk. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to use these oils. And we have been very healthy over the last 7 years. So it's working. It's great, and it's what my house cleaner cleans with. They know that I love to use my oils. We also use things like vinegar, and I'll use baking soda sometimes. But we just do all homemade cleaners. It's less expensive, totally safe, natural, and it's great because my kids can honestly drink my cleaner. So if I'm spraying off the counter, one of my favorite counter cleaners is I'll just get a glass bottle, and then I'll mix in some cinnamon and some lemon and some water into that glass bottle. That's what I clean my counters off, because cinnamon is really good at killing germs. Lemon is really good at like cleaning. So I use that. It smells amazing. And then if it gets on my food or gets on my kids or whatever, I'm like, oh, great. Cinnamon and lemon never hurt anyone, because we ingest those things. So they have some great recipes right here from cleaning. They have a foaming hand wash, which I love. My favorite thing ever is this foaming hand wash. They also have a laundry detergent and just a cleaner concentrate that's made out of On Guard, which is a really good option as well. So they have a lot of fun products that are just meant for on the go. They've got Past Tense, which is really good for head and neck tension. Correct X is a natural version of something maybe like Neosporin. So it's really good for minor cuts and abrasions. Absolutely love it. On Guard, we use On Guard all the time. All the time. We clean with it, we diffuse it, we put it on our feet at night. We just do so much with it. lavender. And, you know, they've got these little 8 vial keychains, which I recommend everybody have one of these just because it is so sad when you don't have an oil when you need one. And I've been in that place many times where I'm like, how do I not have an oil? So I love to have my oils with me because then I have stuff for my stomach, you know, head tension, On Guard. Even if we like are somewhere and someone, you use a porta potty and there's no sanitizer, you could put some On Guard on your hands and clean your hands that way. So I love having my oils on the go. And that keychain is a great way to go. In fact, I actually just ordered everything to make my own hand cleansing gels, and I'm going to send them to my kids at school. And I've actually notified their teacher that I prefer that they not use traditional hand sanitizers. I have a little guy that's really sensitive to it, and it can trigger some of those respiratory issues. So I'm going to make my own hand cleansing gel that they know that they can use at school, which is really great. They also have some great things to help calm you down and relax you and help you sleep at night. I'll make this bigger so that you guys can see these combinations. I have this nice little green streak across I was hoping to get rid of that awesome green streak, sorry. I'm laughing at this lovely green mark. But you've got Serenity and lavender can be a really good combination. I actually like to mix a little bit of Serenity with some balance. Citrus oil is really good at helping you to stay asleep. So I'll use like lavender or something to help me fall asleep. And then I use citrus oil to help me stay asleep. Vetiver is another very relaxing oil. It's actually one of my very favorite oils. It's one of the first ones I used, and I feel deeply connected to vetiver. I love it. Last night we actually had a diffuser right next to my bed with some breathe in it. And my son slept in my room with me. We were actually very concerned about his oxygen levels. And you guys, like, honestly, you just have those moments where you're like, I am so grateful for these oils. I felt like that yesterday. He'd been sent home from school twice because of his respiratory issues. And they kept telling me I needed to take him in and go see a doctor. And I called a couple doctors. They wouldn't see him. They're like, he needs to go to the ER. And so we actually did take him into the ER, and they did some things to help him because he was really struggling maintaining a good oxygen level. And so last night I began to get really frustrated. I just thought we could get it up, and then it starts dropping again. And he looked pale. And so I pulled my breathe out, and instantly his numbers went up 2 points. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I put a diffuser in our room, and he woke up and he's like, I feel so much better today. So it was really nice to just think, you know, I have some really great tools just in my own home without going to a doctor that can really help support our kids and their health and my health too. So these are some other great, let me see if I can get this out of the way so you guys don't see this. They've got some other great things that are, you know, lavender's good, vetiver is good for relaxing. You can even they have this fun little recipe right here. So, and I have a diffuser right next to my bed that I love. And a lot of times I'll take a bath at night and put some of my favorite relaxing oils in there. So at the back of this guide, this is kind of a fun thing, you know, and I will answer some questions if you guys have some oil usage questions in just a minute after we do back office. But this is kind of a fun thing to fill out just so that you can see how to use the oils that you have, or maybe get an idea of some other oils that you might like, because you may have just purchased a kit and you're not quite sure what to do with it. So a great thing to do is list out your top 3 health concerns, priorities, goals, you know, where you want to be. And they can be yours, they can be your kids, they can be your mom's, you know, whatever. List them down. And then what you can do is you can look at a quick product guide that will give you an idea of the oils or products that you can try, so you can fill in. Okay, so let's say that you're really struggling with ear discomfort. And let's say you just got the Family Essentials kit. You could look on this right here, and it says Melaleuca, lavender, helichrysum, rosemary, thyme, eucalyptus. If you have that Family Essentials kit, Melaleuca and lavender are really great. So you could write down products I have, Melaleuca and lavender. And you might look on here and think, you know, I really want to try some rosemary. You could write down additional products to support. So you can look at things that you might want to get as well. Now, I'm going to show you one of my favorite apps that you can get on your phone, and it's going to be backwards here, so I apologize about that. But it's the Modern Essentials app. I think it's $4 or $5. It's only a one-time charge, but it's great because then you always have a reference on your phone. You can also, if you have access to a Modern Essentials book, that's great. But basically, I can type in, you know, whatever is going on, and it will give me ideas of oils to use. So this is a really good resource. doTERRA also has something called a daily drop. I'm going to pull up my doTERRA app. So they've got my daily drop. So it's great because they'll give you little tips every single day on, it's this app right here, Daily Drop. It will give you little daily videos on how to use oil products, which is great. So like there's a video, let go of stress. So you could click on this and there's going to be a video that you can watch and it has a daily challenge for you. So it's going to show you exactly how to use a lot of the really basic oils, which is great. And then they have determine your mood. So you can go through and you can fill out how you're currently feeling, and it will give you recommendations on products or oils that you could try. So those are some things I would recommend in helping you figure out, how to use the products you have or additional products that you might want to get. So I also want to talk real quick about their loyalty rewards program. So one thing I love about doTERRA is that they don't require you to order monthly. Even though I have literally ordered every single month for the last 7.5 years, and I've done at least 100 every single month, and I wasn't doing this as a business my first year. I mean, I was, but most of the months my check didn't cover my order, but I still ordered 100 every single month. And now I can't help but order. We probably use $200 or $300 worth of products every month between the shampoo, the vitamins, the kids' vitamins. We really love our products. But I did not want to feel like I had to order monthly when I first signed up. I just thought, I don't want to have to order monthly, and I don't want to have to order a certain amount. In fact, somebody presented an opportunity to get products through another company, and I really wanted to try some of their products, but they told me you have to order 35 points a month. And I'm like, okay, so $35, I could probably do that. And they're like, well, it's probably more like, that's usually like $50 to $75. And we were so poor at the time. I'm like, there's just no way. And so literally, I never even bought any of those products because I did not want to be committed to ordering monthly. Like I couldn't just get a discount. Like with doTERRA, you become a member, whether you're a wellness advocate or a wholesale customer, you're a member and you can order when you want and how you want. And you always get your 25% off. But if you want, you can order through their loyalty rewards program, which is what I do because we use so many products just because this is a lifestyle change for me. And I get free points every single month that I'm spending money with doTERRA. So as long as you're spending at least 50 PV a month, which is very close to $50. If you're ordering just 50 PV worth of oils, that will be $50 even. $1 equals 1 PV when it comes to the oils. Anytime they package things together, like if they put the vitamins together, you'll notice it's $79, but it's 60 PV. If you were to buy these individually, you'd be looking at like $150, $200. So they actually give you a huge discount when you buy them together. So when that happens, there will be a little bit of a variation between the dollar amount and the PV. So PV stands for product value. LRP is loyalty rewards program. And you'll notice that it's based off of PV, which is the product value. You'll also notice sometimes that you see something called OV if you're doing the business. That's your overall volume. So your PV, your product value, is part of your overall volume for your team. So the way LRP works is every month that you're doing at least 50 PV, you are getting back products. So the first 3 months that you're on the loyalty rewards program, you're getting 10% back every month. So for me, I was doing $100. So I was getting 10% back those first 3 months. So at the end of that 3 months, I had 30 points, which was like 3 bottles of lemon. And I'm pretty sure that's what I bought because I love lemon. Month 4 came along and I bumped up to 15% back, which is amazing because then that was 45 points in the next 3 months. And then by month 7, I was getting 20% back. That was 60 points. And then by month 10, I was at 25%. And then month 13 and forward, I'm at 30% back. So like on the months where they have those 200 PV promos, I'll always do it. It's like I get a free frankincense in December for doing 200 PV because that's usually an incentive they do. And then I get like another 60 PV. So it's like I'm getting 2 bottles of frankincense for free. It's exciting. So you'll notice that doTERRA from time to time will do some incentives to order a certain amount. And usually it's 200. And usually what they do is if you spend 200 PV, you get a free product. Sometimes it's frankincense. They've done Immortelle, which is a really good. I love Immortelle. It has like all the powerful restorative oils, we'll call them, all in one roller bottle. Some months they give you a free deep blue. They've really got some really great stuff that they do, but they base it on how many, like 200 PV. So every month they do something called the product of the month. That's POM. So if you do 125 PV by the 15th, you'll get the POM, which is the product of the month. This last month it was lime. One thing to note is that you don't get the product of the month your first month that you enroll and get a kit. You start getting the product of the month when you're doing an LRP, and you can start doing your LRP the month after you purchase that initial kit. So you get that free oil. There's a really great chart on the bottom. I'll blow this up so you can see this better. But there's a really great chart that shows you, okay, so to earn 10 to 30% back or points and increase your percentage, you need to be doing at least 50. If you would like to qualify to receive an income, you need to be doing at least 100. If you want to get the free product of the month, you need to order between the 1st and 15th. You need to do 125. So it just shows you. So let's say you have a month where you love doing LRP, but let's say you have a month where money is tight and you're not quite sure what to do. What you want to do is don't cancel your order. You can cancel your order anytime, but I never recommend doing that. I recommend just dropping your order to something that's affordable for you that month, whether it's a bottle of lemon, a tube of chapstick, a hand sanitizer. They don't have that. Hopefully they release that soon. But hand lotion, you can just get something like that first, just because you don't want to ever cancel your order, because then it's like a bookmark. It will hold, like, let's say you're at 20%, it will hold your 20%, and then it will also hold how many points you have. So they have like a little doTERRA bank account, and every month they just add your points into your bank account, and they add up until you spend them. So these are the frequently asked questions. You can change your order at any time. You can cancel at any time. You can you redeem your points online, and they have something called shipping reimbursement. So anything that you spend on shipping is given back to you in the form of points. So if you spend $4 on shipping, they'll give you 4 points, which is amazing. So that's their shipping reimbursement product. So this is great. You can have more than one LRP order. And I'm going to hop on and show you I'm going to tell you one other really cool thing. So if you're ordering the Lifelong Vitality on LRP, they give you the option to buy 3 additional supplements at reduced prices. So let's say that you're getting the vitamins, but you want your kids to have them. Instead of paying the $40 for the kids' vitamins, it will only be $25. So they give you a big discount, but you can pick up to 3 products that you want to get, which is awesome. They give you, it's just a great way to get some extra supplements at a discounted price. So I'm now going to show you how to, I'm going to share my screen again. I am going to now show you how to get into your account. And some of you may know this, but if you don't, this will be a great refresher, but I'm going to check real quick to see if there are any questions. Does anybody have any questions of anything I've talked about so far? Clear as mud? Everything makes sense? So, okay, the way that you stop share. So now what I'm going to show you real quick is how to access your, I can't minimize Zoom. All right. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you my internet. So what you're going to do is go to mydoterra.com and you are going to put in your username, which you were given when you signed up. They send it to you in an email. And then you put in your username and password, and they are actually coming out with a new ordering, like it's a new shopping experience. So if you do not have an order set up, it will give you the opportunity to set an order up right then and there. And you would want to hit create new LRP template. Now, you can do a one-time order. I will tell you, you will pay a little bit more in tax that way. The prices are the same, but they charge you on the retail prices instead of the wholesale prices for tax. So it's usually just a couple more dollars, but you might as well do LRP, and then you're also getting your points back. So if you want to create an LRP template, you pick any day that you want your order to run between the 1st and the 28th. You'll notice that some of the days are gray. The reason that is because they have a shipping capacity at the warehouse every day. And once that's reached, they gray it out. you can still order on that day. I'll just show you how to manually push it through. So you'll pick your day. So let's say you want to do September 3rd. Now you're going to add products to your cart. So they have a section where you can look at their personal care products and you can see the different things that they have. So let's say you want to look at the spa products that they have and you think, okay, want to do a mud mask, want to do the lip balm, this looks great. You know, you can look to see what they have. Then you can go back and look at their other skincare line or other things that they have. So you can look through different things they have, or you can do an item search. If you know, I need peppermint oil, you click on peppermint, it opens up, you add it to your cart. It tells you how many PV it is, as well as your price that you're paying. You can also see a little video on peppermint oil, the benefits of it, and then if you want to look to see the product information page on peppermint, you can do that. So this is how you order. Now, they are updating this, and this will be updated soon. Let's say you really wanted it to go through the 15th and the 15th was no longer an option. You can click the Ship Now button, and it will process it that day. Or you can go to your cart, and you can see, you could hit Save Changes, which I'm not going to do because I really don't want this to save on this person's account. But what you would want to do is hit Save Changes, and then the next screen will give you the opportunity to process the order now. Now, it will always tell you how many points you have. So let's say that you want to use your points. That's when you go to this little drop down that says Use Points, and you could pay for your product with your points. Now, you cannot save your points for a future order. You have to process your order right then and there if you plan on using points. So that's how you would use your points, and it tells you how many points you have available. And if you've ever made money with doTERRA, it will tell you your balance, and if you want to apply your balance to your order, you could do that as well. Meaning if you're doing this and you earn some commissions. You can now select your shipping options, and you can notice they range from $10 to $41 if you want a Saturday delivery. Now, the funny thing is, or the great thing is when I started doTERRA, every shipping option was $10.99. Like, that was the cheapest. And then they bumped them all down to $6.99. And then recently they dropped it to $3.99, which makes it really nice. If you click personal, but this is for personal consumption, you will be charged for tax on the wholesale price instead of tax on the retail price. That's doTERRA pays your taxes for you. If you're going to be selling them, anyway, if that makes sense. So you pick how you want it shipped, and then you go from there. Now, if you ever want to edit your date, you can go in and change your date. If you need to edit your credit card or edit your shipping, and this part will change. I am going to abandon my cart just because they already have an order set up. So you can see your next order that you have coming in and the volume of it. You can edit the order, how much you're ordering, and the date that it's going through. So it's really, really great. So I'm going to log out now. Well, actually, I'll look to see if there's any questions. Are there any questions before I close out of this? Oh, I was going to add. So I'll always tell you how many points you have and then the percentage that you're receiving on every order that you do. So it's awesome. So it doesn't look like there are any questions. So I'm going to log out. There is another really great resource that I want to show you, and that is doTERRA.com. Now, I really like this because you can learn about the products that they have. You can learn about the company. If you want to learn about the quality control, the source to you can just click on any of these things. See if the question that I have. How do you qualify for the free oil every month? So to get the product of the month, you need to order 125 PV by the 15th of the month on LRP. So that's how you do it. Now, they also have a blog. Let's see if I can find their blog, get to their blog this way. doTERRA blog right here. So if you want to learn about the product blog, they have really great stuff just on, they have a really great DIY section, and you can learn how to make your own postpartum soothing spray, yoga mat spray, perfume, beach wave salt spray. They have days and days and days worth of recipes. So the other thing that I really like to go to, so aromatic science will be linked back through doTERRA's, but this will literally go through the scientific source of essential oil resource, which is really great. So I love this aromatic science. It literally goes through their publications that they have. Really great. So if you're really into sciencey stuff, you'll love this. This is a fun thing to play around with and look at. So I think that's everything I was going to show you. And I'm going to stop sharing. Are there any questions? Would anybody like me to unmute them and ask a question? Okay, well, I'm going to stop recording, and then I'm not going to end just yet, but thank you so much for being on. If you're listening to this as a recording, feel free to reach out and ask any questions at any time, or ask any questions on the product support group. So thank you for being on.